I love a good legal novel or a legal themed movie. In fact, John Grisham is my favorite legal novelist. And one of my favorite movies based on one of his books is A Few Good Men. And you may remember the story. You've got Tom Cruise and Kevin Bacon sparring in the courtroom. You've got Jack Nicholson on the witness stand. And all of that together makes for really good entertainment and legal drama. Well, I want you to know a probate court hearing, at least the ones I'm involved in, is not good legal drama. In fact, it's pretty mundane. It's very ordinary. A movie based on somebody admitting a will to probate wouldn't win any money. In fact, wouldn't win any awards. It would probably lose money because there's just not a lot there. So let me give you a quick heads up what to expect in this court hearing. Maybe this will alleviate some concerns and calm some anxiety. First of all, let me kind of remind you, the purpose of the court hearing is to present testimony to the court so the judge can determine and sign an order that declares the will is valid, that the person named in the will, or at least the person applying to be the executor, is in fact appointed in that role. And the executor is then charged with the duties to fulfill the terms of the will and follow all the statutory requirements that go along with being the executor. And it's a simple hearing. In fact, we're probably not even going to be in the physical courthouse. Since COVID, most of our probate courts here in Texas do these hearings by Zoom. So you can be sitting at home, I can be here in my office, we'll see the judge, and through that Zoom online hearing, we'll be able to take care of everything. It's only going to take 2 to 3 minutes. It's not long. There's no opposing attorney. No other lawyer is going to be asking you questions. There's not going to be a jury in the jury box. I have to ask you about 8 to 10 questions, but these are questions that are simple. You're going to know the answers to them. And in fact, before our hearing, we're going to go over these exact questions, and I'm going to coach you on how I'm going to ask them. I'm going to give you some insight as to how you should answer them. And your answers really only need to be yes or no. You're not going to need to go into a lot of detail, explain a lot of extraneous facts or circumstances. So in summary, it's a simple court hearing. It's nothing to be worried about. Please don't lose sleep over it. It is an important part of the process, but it is something that is going to be very routine, and we're going to get done and you're going to think, oh, wow, that was it. That was simple. And then you're going to understand why a movie based on somebody admitting a will to probate will be a total flop. Anyways, I hope that helps give you a little insight into the court hearing of admitting a will to probate.